And now let us go over to Netflix and let us talk Wednesday. So Sharon, tell us about Wednesday season 2, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Wednesday season two. Wednesday Adams is back at Nevermore Academy. There's a After the chaos of the last year where there was all sorts of events.
Yep.
Um, she has developed a sort of notoriety. Everyone knows who she is, so she can't just sort of go under the radar. And she has got her own fans, people who are like a bit in awe of her. She's got her own stalker, and she's acquired
Of
this sort of
course.
like mystique around her. So obviously not quite what she would want. And then um, the season sort of kicks off with a new principal played by Steve Buscemi in one of his he's sort of gloriously camp with it.
Yes.
So,
Oh, well,
and
Steve
he
Buscemi, look how weird I am.
yeah, it's like
It
whoa,
was
I think
very.
it's turned it up to 11 on that one, and so and because they he is trying to sort of get money for Nevermore, he recruits Wednesday's family to help run a gala to help raise money. So instead of the family being away, the family have now moved onto the campus as well. So you see a lot more of Morticia, you see a lot more of Gomez, and
Yep.
Pugs that started at the school as well. And there are, like last season, you think all these events are happening, sort of weird things are happening, um, and that they're leading you down these sort of really false trails every now and then. But there is like a theme running through it, so it takes you a little while to work out what the theme is. But it does. There is a thing that links the whole series. So you have one the start of one the first bit sort of leads you off in one direction, and then it's almost like a oh I fooled you, and then it sort of leads you somewhere else, and you go ha I fooled you, and then you find the main theme emerging through the middle. So it sort of
Okay.
carries on through the story. So like the first season, it's a bit nuts. It's got the gothic is like turned up to 11, the same as Steve Buscemi's acting.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton, he's just obviously having a party with it.
Yeah.
You've got this thing where the normies who live around there, they're the people who are not supernatural or not part of the Nevermore. What was the word they used to describe themselves, Holly?
Um, no, I
Never
can't.
fog.
No.
Yeah, but
There
yeah,
is a term,
but
but yeah,
it's
if you're not one of the sort of the special people, you're a normie.
Yeah.
But the town that is closest to Nevermore, they recognise that the people who go to Nevermore and their families are a bit different. So
mm,
they recognise it. So when they talk about things like a Hyde, which is as in Jack and Hyde, in um, zombies, and
yeah.
in sort of nutters, they're like going, "Oh yeah, we've got this zombie on the loose," or "Oh, we've got this Hyde on the loose." It's not weird to them because they live within that world.
Yeah.
So it's gloriously anarchic. It's sort of quite fun. Bit of teenage angst thrown in just to, you know, bore us. But the rest of it is sort of yeah, it's you know what you're going to get, and I think it delivers. Like sometimes season two is like they try a little bit too hard, and you
Yes.
find that sort of that joy or that sort of what made it a little bit different is lacking. But I think no, they maintained the quality, and they delivered a sort of a joyful romp through this strange world that we normies only occasionally will get a glimpse into.
All right, cool. So you said earlier that they sort of like there's red herrings essentially to in so
Yeah.
many words. Is it done well? Because there's sometimes when people think like they're doing a red herring, it's like oh, red herring, and you're like, yeah, I knew you were doing that the whole time.
No, I did actually. I didn't see the first one come. I didn't
No,
work that one out at all.
All right, cool. So
no,
so
likewise.
okay, so quickly, Sharon, what do you think? And then Holly, quickly, what did you think? Like,
No, I enjoyed it. Well, like yeah, I thought it was well done. The characters were sort of grotesque in the right sort of way, the right level of grotesque. The overdoing it was done at the right level of overacting, where they went for it, but they sort of managed to pull it back to win the rubber out. So it fitted within that world.
yeah,
They were real to that world. So I like that they've done their work to create that world where they fit in their grotesqueness.
yeah.
And no, I enjoyed it. Yeah, as for me, it was a four.
All right, Holly.
Yeah, Snap. I thought very well put together. I was very disappointed that they've got Joanna Lumley in as Morticia's mother. As you know, I have issues with Joanna Lumley.
Yeah,
Ooh.
plays the grandmama. Yeah.
Yeah, so just a long and tedious, and for another day.
Okay.
It's involved a
Sean,
lot of ranting.
Sean will add that to the list of things you were talking about last week. At the end of the show last week, Sean asked us a very, very mean question, which was, give us an actor or an actress who you just can't stand. Like they're in something and you're like, I am not watching it because you're in it.
Yeah, Joanna Lumley. It makes me, I want to say, makes me irrationally
The
angry.
English treasure.
It is completely rational, and I will explain the rationale off camera to you all at some point.
Okay, cool.
There are quite a few British actors in it, because I think obviously Tim Burton, obviously he's lived in London for a long time, hadn't he? I don't know if he still does, but at one time he was a resident here. So you see a lot of people that we would recognise as sort of British actors who are in it, and I thought, well, that's interesting. That like Billy Piper's in it, and there's a few others who think, oh, I wouldn't have put them like Joanne Lumley. I thought, oh, I wouldn't have put her in this sort of film, but I think that's obviously because his connections to the UK.
Yep, and I think that there's a certain sort of like gothic sensibility that works with that. All right, cool. So 4 stars for Wednesday, season 2.